This is Karen Ranzi of Super Healthy Children, and I am so happy to be here in Durango, Colorado with Katrina Blair. Hi, Katrina.
Hello.
And Katrina Blair is the owner of Turtle Lake Refuge, and I met Katrina back in 2007 at the Raw Spirit Festival, and loved what she was talking about all her wild edibles. And she had brought a bunch of wild edibles from Durango and talked about how to use them and what she does in the community to educate people on getting more nutrition through wild edibles. And that was very exciting to me. And so I sent my daughter, Gabriella, here for an internship. A few years ago. She came for one internship and then she came back for a second internship, and she is still here in Colorado at Turtle Lake Refuge. And so
now she's a paid employee.
Yes. And she's still loving and still learning a lot here from Katrina. So I wanted to ask Katrina some questions. First of all, how did you get started with Turtle Lake Refuge?
Well, so officially I don't own it because everyone owns Turtle Lake Refuge, but I did found it. You know, I'm one of the founders. But we started because there was 60 acres of land for sale near the lake that has lots of turtles that live there in it too. And we wanted to see that
land. And I've seen Turtle Lake.
Yep.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful lake. And I live nearby, but we wanted to see this land as an open space land, protected. And so we started serving lunches, hoping to raise some money to buy the land, which was $500,000. And at $5 a plate, which we did off of our three-wheel bicycle for a year.
A lot of plates.
We didn't exactly make that money. But after a year, we ended up working with a neighbor who did want to buy the land. And then we raised enough money to pay for a stewardship fee for the land to get into a conservation easement. So the landowner decided to just do it privately, and he bought the land and put 47 acres into a conservation easement. So that's where our name came from, and then our mission is much bigger than that. It's to celebrate the connection between personal health and wild lands everywhere. So we've continued on for 13 or more years now, and we're a little living wild food, locally grown food cafe twice a week, and then we harvest lots of wild foods from our community lands and our neighborhood and our backyards, and integrate it into the food that we sell at the natural food stores and restaurants.
This is really the only place like it that I've seen anywhere in this area in Colorado.
Yeah.
And Gabriella, my daughter, told me about the easement and how that whole piece of land is protected.
Yeah,
and so that is such a wonderful thing.
And then the latest big success that we've been working with the city of Durango for the last 7 years in shifting all of our parks towards organically managed, and they just passed unanimously, all the city council members 2 weeks ago, that they are so committing to an organically managed open, Durango lands. And that includes, in the long range, the open space. It also includes mosquito control, that they'll go towards more organic mosquito control. Anyway, so it's a big success, and our city is headed down the right river.
Definitely.
Good job, Durango.
Great. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to hear that, and hopefully that will be contagious and will get to other communities as well.
Yeah.
Can you also tell me a bit about your wild foraging and how you service the community?
Yeah. Well, we gather the dandelions and anywhere. A lot of what we do is we gather the things that are unwanted or unnoticed or in abundance and not being utilized fully, and then bring value to it and integrate it into people's diets. And we do that through putting them into our goodies, like choke cherries. It's a wild berry that grows in abundance here and often is overlooked, and so we gather the choke cherries and make a choke cherry macaroon.
I had a delicious ice cream here the other day from choke cherries.
Yep.
It was
So
amazing.
good. It was amazing. And we make ice cream from dandelions, which is dandelions, avocado, and honey and water. So we find creative ways to get what's in abundance and often overlooked into our diet, and
the local wild
wild food, the things that are free and anyone can go and get it. And so we offer lots of classes, and one of the programs that we're doing is called Living Soil, and it's an 8-month certification for local wild and living food nutrition chef. And that just started last week.
And where is that
And
located?
Right here. Yeah.
At Turtle Lake Refuge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful. If you
Yeah.
come to Durango, Colorado, you have got to come and visit Turtle Lake Refuge. Can you tell us the exact address?
848 East 3rd Avenue in Durango, Colorado. And you can visit our website
Yeah,
also, which is turtlelakerefuge.org, and find out most things. And there's videos on there and little wild food hunts and yeah.
And Katrina has a wonderful book on using the wild foods in different recipes too, and talking about how to do wild foraging and some of the
Yeah,
things
and
to
I'm
look
actually writing another book that's it's about the world's wealth of weeds, and I'm choosing 13 wild plants that grow everywhere in the world, on every continent, next to humans, and highlighting the values of those. And it's exciting because if you know these plants, they're the food and medicine that we need to survive if we had to, So
That's right, and they're loaded with nutrients
Yeah.
because they're not farmed.
Right.
know,
And
so
they know how to
that's-
survive. They're very resilient, and that passes on to us too. That resiliency.
Definitely. We all want to know more on this topic. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Katrina.
My pleasure.
That
Thanks
was
for coming.
great. Thank
Yeah.
you.